Okay, and welcome back to the vlog. So this vlog is going to be a weekend vlog. A little bit quieter of a weekend vlog. Like I probably won't do my usual weekend shop because I'm actually going to Queensland on Monday for a couple of days. So the shopping side of things probably won't be as prevalent. Prevalent? I don't know why I'm trying to use big words. Anyway, pretty much today we'll run through, I got a posing lesson with the client this morning, got to do some work, some setups for new clients. Then we'll be training at Al's gym. It is back and hamstrings. The session has changed a little bit since the last video you've seen, but I won't get too many clips of it. I won't go too in depth with it either. You might get like 1 or 2 talking clips or something like that. We'll head home now, chill out for a bit. I might go for a walk just to clear up some steps. And then, I don't know, I've got 9:30. Posing lesson, do some work, go to gym, eat some meals, do whatever, and then you'll probably see tomorrow morning. Gotta wake up and do this all again, all this cardio shenanigans again. So I'll get home, I'm gonna take my check-in photos as well, so you'll probably see that. And then I'll see you in the next clip. So I'm really good at this thing. I already didn't film my meal one. Anyway, meal one was 150 grams of lean rump steak. So no fat. I get the medallions just because it's a little bit easier, but I think I'm gonna have to get a piece this time around because I only need it for, oh no, actually don't even need it this week. Never mind, false alarm. And then I do 125 grams of strawberries. I do 125 grams of pineapple, and I do 150 grams of tomato. So kept it quite simple, that meal one. It's a light carb, so it's not too bad for that first meal. I was doing yogurt for my first meal, but what happened was we moved over to 2 yogurt meals, and it was yogurt and raspberries in 2 meals. One was a little bit higher in fat with peanut butter. But what happened was I noticed I was getting a little bit of reflux. So I changed that meal over to a steak meal with the veg and the pineapple and all that kind of thing. And then what I've actually done is in my pre and post workout meals, I just ended up like reducing my chicken by a little bit just to make sure it sort of rounded out the protein. But I'm 2 days into doing it and no reflux, digestion's really good. So really happy with that. Now I'm just going to go drive to the office, go for a bit of a walk around, and get a coffee probably, and then posing lesson. So yeah. And we've made it. I don't know how good the mic's going to be on this one. So we are warming up with stiff legged deadlifts. I'm going to get a full session breakdown here. So we're stiff legged deadlifts into laying leg curls, into hip press or pendulum leg press, whatever you want to call it. Then it is into a lat pull down, just a generic lat pull down. Then a chest supported row, cable row, I believe, leg extension calf raise done. So there's a lot of exercise set-wise, it's not too bad. I'm hoping I got that session right. If I got the session wrong, it'll be up there anyway for you guys to nail it. But I'll probably just get 1 or 2 clips. I'm not going to get too many clips here today. Most of it will be just like covering food, covering a few things here and there. But yeah, we'll jump in this first set. Might be a second little chat a bit, and then another set. That'll pretty much be it. I have him in this shot. So obviously on the hip press, haven't done this in a hot minute, and my two working sets in out of 3, and my quads are bumping. It's like borderline cramping. I'm gonna go for the third one, but if I have to call it early, I have to call it early. It is what it is, because like my quads are genuinely cramping, which leads into my next thing. So I've got mostly for show day, I've got Cialis in. So I ran 5 milligrams, not micrograms, 5 milligrams of Cialis today into this session, using it as if it's like a pump product to see how well it works, how it responds. Plenty of hydration in, plenty of sodium in as well. I just think probably maybe not enough meals in to probably warrant using it. So next time I use it, I'll probably utilize using it after probably 2 or 3 meals. But so far, I haven't trained the upper, so we'll see what the upper looks like when I start training it. But right now I'm worried that it is the Cialis that's causing my quads to cramp a little bit more. I should have probably brought a bit of sodium with me, some salt, but there's like, I did 2 grams of meal 1 to ensure this didn't happen.
I've also got about a gram and a half in my intra, so my EAA. And I also did about half a gram with my pre-workout drink. So don't know if it's that, could just be anything. Could be that I'm not used to it because I've only done one session with this in. But yeah, that's pretty much the little talk and spiel during the session. You'll probably just see one more exercise and we'll be done.
So we're just getting some steps in at the moment, and I thought, why not be real, authentic on here? Not feeling great, to be honest with you. Struggling a little bit today. It was all right this morning when I woke up, and I was really good in training as well, but it's just like I'm just downhill from here. So I've got about 4.5k steps to go. Just trying to tick them over. Going to see a movie at 6:15 tonight, so I just got to make sure everything's done by at least then, and then we can go from there. So keep this one low because I'm about to go to the gym, but yeah, rough. It's a rough day. You're getting back-to-back clips of me feeling rough. So going to do another block of cardio, so 30 minutes. It's Sunday now, by the way. Had a bit of a sleep in. Went to bed at about 10-ish. I think 10, a couple minutes past 10. And literally woke up to my alarm at 7. So on a Sunday, I wake up a little bit later. I find that giving myself a little bit of a sleep in on that day. If I get up early, I get up early. It is what it is. But got up at 7 on the dot, so got a nice 9 hours. Body's feeling a little bit rough, but I think we'll just take a little bit of time to accommodate and wake up. Then I'm heading out to Brekkie with a mate and my partner, but I'm not eating. I'll just be getting a coffee, but I guess we'll see you there. First meal of the day, nice and loud. So first meal going down on this Sunday, Ninja Creamy, so a bit of yogurt. Gonna put all the mix-ins and stuff in. Obviously calories and macros will pop up on the screen, but yeah, first meal, it's 11:15, something like that. So just coincidentally fasted, went out for breakfast, got a nice long black, and now just getting the first meal in just because that's what time I've gotten back. So it's pretty simple. I just didn't have my rice cooked, which stitched me up a little bit. So that's cooking in the rice cooker over there. And then we'll just go through the meals today. I feel like that's probably just a simple day to keep it for this like weekend vlog. So what is new? Forgot to film my last meal. So my last meal was in fact 200 grams of smoked salmon. Cannot fucking beat it. I look forward to that on a rest day every week. 50 grams of uncooked white jasmine rice, 150 grams of cucumber, and a little bit of soy sauce. Weighed out, I think it was 10 grams soy sauce off memory. I think it went at 11, it ticked over. But I don't track that, I just make sure when I have that meal, I do that every single time. So that was that meal, that's probably my higher fat meal on this day. Now we're doing 100 grams of shredded lettuce. Call it shredders because it gets you shredded apparently. That's a famous Chris Bumstead quote. If you're an OG, you know that one. If you don't know that one, you're just a fanboy. So, we've got shredders, got rice and rice cooker, which I'm going to get now. So, lately I've been not really getting a lot of kickback, but what I actually do is, on non-training days, also we've got 250 grams of chicken breast and 100 grams of asparagus. Got there eventually. Recently, yeah, I've been having a bit of a, not really a tiff with myself more than anything, with my rice on non-training days. So what I actually do is I don't actually divide up my rice evenly on non-training days. This is why I'll probably get roasted a little bit from you fucking people that love accuracy. And it's like, don't you tell your clients to be accurate? And it's like, yeah, I do. But on my non-training days, because the idea is to focus on recovery opposed to performance, I don't weigh my rice. So when I say I don't weigh my rice, I most definitely, you can probably still hear me, I most definitely weigh my rice for the day. So when I put in the rice cooker, it is 150 grams of uncooked weight rice. But when I evenly distribute it, well, don't really evenly distribute it across my meals. That's the whole point of this conversation. When I distribute it across my meals, I weigh off it. I put in the amount of rice based on how I'm feeling. So on a rest day, if I cook 150 grams of rice, in my meal one, I sit there and I think on my energy availability and I think on my energy needs. So my meal one, what I try to do, well, technically it's my meal two. What I try to pay attention to is, okay, do I really need this many carbohydrates right now when I'm feeling like a little bit energy depleted? If I think I can put up and still function, if it's a quieter day, like today I'm just, ticking away at client setups, like I'm not really doing a whole lot, I'm not socializing, my energy doesn't need to be there as bad. I'm just like needing to get step count, already done all my cardio and stuff like that. That first meal with the salmon, the rice was probably a little bit less than say what my final meal of the day will be. So my final meal, and then I hold it back. So essentially like this meal now has a little bit more rice than the first meal, but the next meal will have more rice than this meal. And that's purely because I feel like, again, from an energy availability standpoint, I prefer to have my carbs at the end of the day. I on a rest day, I prefer it like that. And the only reason I do that on a rest day is because I do them at the back end of the day because I don't need the carbs throughout the day as much. And then I sort of cater it so the carbohydrates will carry over into the into the next day. So I'll carry them over into the morning, and then I do my normal meals into training, into utilizing the carbohydrates around the training window. I might get roasted for that, and I might just be like, that's fucking pointless, but like it works well for me. Not everybody has to do it. I don't even tell my clients to do it like that. It's just like a personal thing that I like to do. But get this meal in, and then we'll see you at the next one. I might run through supplements as well. Ooh. It's like 33 degrees today, so steps in Burke's inside on the walking pad in the air-conditioned room because I'm not going outside. There's no fucking way. So 12k steps, business as usual. I'll probably go for like an evening stroll later. So like I'll probably have my next meal in about 50 odd minutes. Mrs. will get home eventually. And then we'll probably just go for like an evening stroll as it cools down. And then we'll get back and probably have our final meal at 7 o'clock, which is yogurt again, I believe. So yeah.
My intro because I want some of those carbs already in my system.
So just getting the last meal in, another yogurt little creamy concoction. But yeah, it's a final meal. I didn't film my last meal. My last meal was exactly the same as the meal before that. Just no asparagus, and it's replaced with a cucumber, so identical. I'll go through supplementation as well after this, so this won't be the final clip. But yeah, just wrapped up the food for the day. We'll go through supplements. I'm gonna go for a quick 2K, like a 2,000 step walk after this meal, and then we should be all done.